Imagine losing hundreds of thousands of dollars because you forgot to pay one bill. I'm Allie Irwin. I'm a recent widow, and I use my experience to help families like yours simplify the legal, financial, and household logistics so that you and your family are protected. And today I want to show you why this work matters so much by teaching you about the 3 types of mistakes. Catching these 3 kinds of mistakes will save your family big money. Okay? Mistake number 1, aka the bill that almost cost everything. This is my husband's life insurance bill. It's kind of bill that only comes once a year, and my husband died on the day that the bill was due. And if we hadn't set it up on autopay as part of the treasure map process, I would have totally missed that payment. And after 15 years of making regular on-time payments, the policy would have lapsed exactly when we needed it. That would have meant no payout for me, the money that my husband had planned on to help take care of me after he passed. Nothing for our kids, nothing for the charities that he cared so deeply about. All over a missed bill that happened to come the week he went into hospice. That's how high the stakes can be for something that is so easily overlooked. And I want to be clear, this is not about being disorganized. We're a very organized family, but the system is complicated. And by midlife, there are just too many things to keep track of. And so important things like this just slip through the cracks, even for organized families. The second kind of mistake that Treasure Map helped us discover is the mistake of believing that you can hire competent help and then just forget about it. There is no set it and forget it. As part of the Treasure Map process, I went through all of our accounts with my husband, and together we nicknamed them something that I understood so that I was clear on why, what the difference was between a conventional IRA and a Roth IRA. And then the next thing we did is I requested getting paper statements. That was to help me understand how money moved through the different accounts. And that's when I found a mistake, an account that didn't show up in our online portal at all. And when I called our advisor, it turned out that that account had been accidentally delinked from our accounts, and there was money sitting in there, like tens of thousands of dollars sitting in there from my mom's estate. And even though we had a really good team, it was just an honest mistake that was made actually for a very logical reason. But that money would have just floated out there unnoticed if I hadn't done this review. And that highlights the fact that your system can't be so complicated that you don't understand it, because when you don't understand it, then you won't notice a mistake that your very competent professionals make. Okay? There's no getting around it. We're all human. So the third type of mistake is what I call the divide and conquer mistake. That is very common in long-term marriages and partnerships where you just divide up all the tasks and one person doesn't really know what the other person does. I was in the Delta Lounge and met a couple, and they asked me what I did. So as I was explaining the different areas that we go through and work on, taxes came up, and the husband very proudly told me that he handles everything, that they were totally covered when it came to taxes. So I turned to the wife and I asked her if she knows anything about their taxes. And the wife turns sheet white. The husband's like, "Of course you do. Like, I have everything stored in the boxes." So I turn to the wife and I'm like, "Oh, do you know where those boxes are?" And she replies, "In the basement?" Something had happened to him. She would have been left scrambling. She had no idea, not because she was careless, but just because they divided up the responsibilities. And she would have eventually figured it out. This was a smart, capable couple, but that would have taken a lot more time and a lot more money and made a hard time even harder. So what I want you to take away today is the idea that you could make a mistake. Something as simple as a missed bill could have huge financial consequences. That, number 2, you can't hire your way out of understanding your own life. And number 3, even if you are working together very well as a team, it's important that you both know you have a central storage place where each other's responsibilities are documented so that if something happens to one of you, you're still covered. And this is why I created Treasure Map, because you can either do this now when you are both able to participate and document everything that you're doing, get your account set up properly, or you can do it in the future when an emergency has happened and you're scrambling to put things together. Ultimately, not only does Treasure Map save you money, but it gives you peace of mind. And at this time, peace of mind is the ultimate luxury. So if you want my help in making this easy, I offer everything from white glove, concierge level service, all the way down to group DIY support, whatever works best for you. Click the link below to get started, and future you will thank you.